What is up, guys? NYKF31 here, Madden 18, part 3 of the Run and Shoot series. This week, I'm going to talk about beating man coverage, some adjustments to some run and shoot stock plays that I like, and some plays that are, well, as far as stock plays, the option route plays, and also some of the plays in the playbook that are pretty effective when you're dealing with a healthy dose of man coverage. Not a whole heck of a lot changes adjustment wise to the 60 series type of plays. Some here and there that you need to do because the option route logic, like I said in part 3, it's pretty basic. So you have to create your own tags and your own side adjustments at times. So here we go. We're going to start out, well, let's go on offense first. And I'll start out with some adjustments that I make to, well, let me start out with streak option here first. Streak option is the one that requires the least amount of fiddling. And we'll go against, I don't know, dollar two man under. And we'll back up the ball a little bit. And we'll set it up like a smart human opponent would do. We will, square up the corners with outside shade. And with streak option here, you have that shallow crosser by Gabriel, and also a hitch fade slant skinny post option route by Julio Jones. Man coverage, you see he runs a skinny post behind that other slant route that he's running. That's being run by Gabriel. So you can leave that as is for the most part. Streak option is a wonderful play against man coverage, and you got Julio there. Leave it alone. He's going to beat most people. You have that route as well. Now, depending on the corner that's there, that's not true font. The results will vary. Let's put true font there. Let's kind of flip things around and put true font in that spot. So he's manned up on Julio Jones. Nice that they have the X and the Z lined up properly, but it'd be nice if they matched the corners to account for that. But hey, I digress. So true font will now be on Julio Jones's side. See, Trufant stays on him tighter. But, Julio's Julio. He's going to get inside position against most people once he beats the press coverage because his combination of deep press and route running is so high. Trufant does a nice job there. But just be careful of stuff like this. Someone putting a linebacker in a hook or a spy or using that blitzer. You can motion to trips. Either with this guy, you get a nice, unique outward breaking out route here. Basically, the route just flips. What you can also do for the backside, you can put Sanu on a comeback route. Put him in play a little bit. Or if someone is catching on to your tendency, you can put Julio on the comeback route. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Now, choice and slide we're going to have to change, as well as the go. This is where you got to kind of fiddle around a little bit. Because on default, just stock, Julio is going to convert to a fade, which is not ideal. You can high point it and try it, but, against two-man under, that's not going to be something that's going to be a high percentage proposition. Actually came down with that one. Like if you high point and lead it toward a sideline, like high point and lead it towards, I would say, maybe 10 o'clock-ish. You can really fit it in there, but this guy's got to be really good. I mean, Herman Moore and guys like Herman Moore and Hayward Jeffries did this all the time back in the day. But he's got to be a freaking animal. Got to be a stud. The other options you have just stock, two in routes. Well, I got belted there. Get the two in routes there. You got a post and an in route underneath. Broke it up that time. And you can also tag it with a deep comeback here on the trip side. The deep comeback's going to be your friend in this offense versus man coverage, either to the trip side or the solo side. Even in some situations against zone, on the solo side, soft squats will, convert to man coverage. So even against a cover 2 sink, you can still have a window to hit that deep comeback to the solo side. Just watch out for a good corner. Good play by him by Trufant. Now, you can also motion to 2x2 with R1 here, and you're going to get a outward breaking either out or a corner out. Now, you may think that Julio Jones' route will interfere with him, but he won't. He's going to fade out, and you just throw it underneath him. Again, just be mindful of matchups here. If you have a guy like a Julian Edelman, that can cause an awful lot of issues. Like here's a tight bang-bang play because the route running and coverage differential is smaller. But you also have as well, don't forget about X. And when you motion to 2x2, you can also keep Sanu on that square end, not the square end, but the change him to the deep comeback. What I like about that motion is that it's going to tip off whether he's going to be in man or base align zone. If he's in base align, you have a flood concept to the left all of a sudden if it's zone coverage. And if he's going to man align it, same deal. It's just a matter of reading the coverage and reading the option route breaks. But against man, it's pretty straightforward. If you get man 1, fade route. I don't like gunning that because it kind of eliminates his height advantage unless you high point it. Then you have some inaccuracy issues there potentially. Here's a 0 blitz. Right to the middle of the field. They press out of it. Yeah, make sure you account for the blitzer. Get it lined up properly. There you go. You can slide. See what happens. Get the fade out there. Get them lined up properly. Drop the ball. You get the idea. 60 go. Here we got to make some changes because all you really have to go with the way it is against man coverage are the pressed up hitches to the outside. R1 should convert to the post. He does. I've seen them, do the hitch every now and then, which is irritating. So you have that. So what we can do is a couple of things. We can either put Julio Jones on a slant to get him involved. Now we can put Julio Jones back on the deep comeback as well, which I prefer to do, and put Gabriel on an out. Or if you keep that route with Julio Jones on, you can put Sanu on the comeback. I'm a big fan of vertical stems, as you guys know. So I'm going to choose the comeback and the deep out as much as I possibly can. Man one, he runs the hitch. And it runs off that corner pretty nicely. Only problem, you might get some interference there if you run an out. As far as spacing is concerned, not really. It works. So you're good either way. Slide, here's what we get stock. So again, we just want to make that backside a bit better. You can do that. Or you can go out route with Hardy here, R1. Against man one, you're going to get fades to the outside. And you don't want to do that. That'd be very bad. So you want to watch where that robber is. Chances are it's going to be a three receiver hook, so he's going to jump Gabriel, so you want to look to the fades. So basically against any man coverage at the outside, I'm looking, I don't like the way the fades convert. I look to change those to deep comebacks, streaks, or outs. They were going to go straight fade. You can drag R1 if you want. That'll open up the hitch. Otherwise, you kind of want to avoid the hitch there because the robber is going to, cheat to him. Since he's going to be playing a three receiver hook, he's going to, take a third receiver in the alignment depending on the route distribution. But if we put Hardy in there, it's going to conflict them. Why have one deep comeback on the field when you can have two? Single back spread comebacks. This playbook is vertical stems heaven. Just pick the matchup you like the most. Whoops, did that a little bit too early. Gonna release the ball right when he hits the top of his route, right there. Seam option. Seam option against man one. Just watch that robber. Pay attention to what he's doing. The better they are, ratings-wise, the trickier they're going to be. And of course, the outside. You got that. Let's talk some switch concepts. Flanker dig. It's two-man under. You got a couple of options. Got the post right there. You got two in routes. Wheel route? Probably not. You might have a window. Maybe. Yeah, depending on if the safety recognizes the post first. Whoops. Not an easy throw. I guess man one, that becomes, very viable. Switch smash. And really the entire series of switch plays. You got your corner route, your wheel route, and your square in. We can still hit it. See, Julio Jones is just crucifying Trufant off the line right now. You see man one. Here's what the wheel will do if you have a guy like Gabriel. Really fast dude. The switch series you find everywhere. You have play action comebacks as well. Same, thought process. But you have switch girl post, switch smash. Flanker close. And it's going to be in pistol spread as well. Like here's switch smash. Went over this play a little bit in part 1. You have the corner route there. And you got the post route outside as well. And the wheel, as we saw on the left-hand side. If you want, you can motion him to trips to create a double post. You can drag Sanu. Ew, bad throw. What the hell was that? Those are the kind of throws I get with Kaepernick all the time. Now that's the first post. Another option, of course, is to put Sanu on the comeback route. And not throw the ball out of bounds. But again, you've seen that before. Switch curl post. These curl routes and the out routes on the left-hand side, they break really uniquely. You don't see a route break like this on these two routes very often. If you get a press break off the line, you get that. I mean, that's if he really, detonates him off the line. Bang, bang play there when he's not, as badly beaten. And then backside we have our good old switch concept. Ah. Alfred's giving Sanu some problems. Good matchup there. Good little battle. Alfred's fighting. There we go. There you go, Sanu. Switch curl flat. This is more for when you catch someone man blitzing or in man one. There's a nice little constraint off of the switch curl out play. Not going to hit that very often, as you can see there against two men under, but against man one, if you got a speedy dude out there, that's going to be a serious problem. Same thing there. Play action read. Play action read is everything that we want. We have a double post, we have a zig, and we have a deep comeback. Again, repeatable route concepts through a wide variety of formations. Make people's lives hell. Just be careful with the drifting QB after the play action pass. You can cancel it or just, abort it. Oh, that's a nice one. But I hate that drift in the play action read. If you press R1 or R2 rather, he doesn't do the drift. RNS post drag. Hang on to the ball. Circle. I wish that out and up was more useful. There you go. That's like stealing against most linebackers. Basically a switch concept there. Middle slant out of trips. You can put Freeman on a wheel. Just the cut is a little bit weird. Like right now. Jones and Trufant are fighting hard, boy. We go to pistol. There you have play action deep in again. Play action pin deep. It's another nasty one. Like this, you don't really have to do much to. You have everything that you could want to attack man coverage here. Whoops. Need time though. I wanted that deep post route to Sanu. Ooh, Alfred, nice one. Let's try that again, but with no low modifier. You're gonna need a really good route runner to get that post off and time. That post is gonna take a really long time. You're probably not gonna have time to get it more than that unless you keep the back end of the block. Even then, it's hard to hit. Takes a long time. Probably better off having your better route runner run that. Yeah, Julio, you see, went off the line and just got sacked there. There you go. So that's pretty much a rundown of how I approach man coverage out of this. Again, got to make some tweaks here and there, but overall you get the idea. I didn't go over play action read, but the same concept. Smash, same thing. Curl, same thing. Corner strike. Play action minus receiver ends, another good one. So that pretty much does it for part 3 of this bad boy. Part 4, I'm going to go over picking up blitzes. Very, very important. Can't throw downfield if you can't pick up pressure now, can you? So, again, hope you guys enjoyed.